What's up YouTube, Lightning 2288, Rich here, finally back with another haul. This is actually going to be a Craigslist haul. I got 17 books, and I'm going to give you the total right now. I paid $200 for everything in this haul, so you guys could do the math if you want and figure out what I basically paid for each book. But I'm just going to start off by saying, you know, like I always do, I thank everybody that supports my channel. You know, I really appreciate everybody that supported me, you know, and always leaving nice comments and stuff like that. But I just want to get something off my chest before I even get started. Every time it seems like I do a Craigslist haul, you know, and I find some decent shit, I get a lot of, like, hate. I get a lot of PMs, some bullshit. I mean, I've had PMs, you know, talking about my wife, you know, talking about me being a low-life piece of shit, and I've had emails where people have said that I should die. So, I mean, I don't take it personal, but like I said, I'm just tired of the bullshit. And I'm not rubbing it in by any means, guys. I'm not trying to sound like I'm not trying to be negative by any means, but I love it when I see videos of people finding great deals, and I don't feel as if they're rubbing it in. It just gives me hope that I could find that deal somewhere myself, and that's why I like to show these Craigslist hauls, because if you don't try, and then you're never gonna find anything. You know, like I said, I gave Craigslist. Let me just be straight up. I gave Craigslist a rest for a while. As you know, I've found a few pretty big, decent collections. I found a lot of nice keys off Craigslist for really, really good prices. And I've stopped doing Craigslist for maybe a little over a month because I just kept striking out and just not really finding anything. And it seemed like to me I was wasting more money on gas than I was actually buying any. I wasn't even getting any books. I was just spending, because I drive a big truck, so most times I'm driving my truck, and it wasn't worth it for me, and I was getting, you know, you get frustrated after a while. But this past week I was actually on vacation, and I actually put a couple ads up, and finally got a hit. And he hit me up like maybe late Thursday, emailed back and forth a few times, finally got his number Friday. We're texting all weekend. Basically, you know, want to know what I was into. I told him just Marvel, DC. You know, he told me his collection is roughly about 50 long boxes, so you could do the math. And I'm gonna tell you right now, most of the stuff wasn't bagged or boarded, so it's probably a lot more books than that. So, yeah. So the cool thing was, and like I said, I'll start showing the books, and I'll give you a little rundown of what was going down while I was there. Kind of give you like put a picture in your guys' head, so you know, maybe you guys know what to expect when you do a Craigslist yourself. First book I picked up, like I said, the first few books are going to be kind of like but they get better as they go, and of course you're going to see the thumbnail. And definitely super excited about some of these keys. Probably about 4 or 5 books I'm going to sell just to make the money, the $200 I spent on this little 17 book collection. But like I said, basically for one book, I'm just super stoked. Just a book I thought I would never be able to have. But let's just get started with the video. First book I picked up, Superman Adventures 4. No big deal. I know at one time this book was actually, you know, fetching 15 bucks, but I don't think it's worth shit anymore. And like I said, to new collectors, this has the supposed first appearance of Livewire. This ain't no first appearance. It's just a preview for the next issue. It just has a picture of Livewire in the back. As a new collector, do not waste your money on this. I mean, unless it's only, to me, at the most you should pay for this book would be $1. So, like I said, that's the only reason. I don't know actually why I picked it up. He even asked me why, because he was a real cool old man, and he knew a lot about books. And let me start off by how it started. So he told me Sunday night to come to his house Monday morning. So I get to his house today at 9 in the morning, and he's real hesitant. I could see him looking through the blinds once I rang the doorbell. You know, who is it? And, you know, I told him, you know, my name's Rich. I've been in contact with you the last few days. We were texting back and forth, and he's like, oh, okay, hold on. And it took him maybe about 2-3 minutes to open the door. He finally opens the door, and he has a little security gate, and I can notice he has a little baseball bat, and he just starts asking me questions. What did we talk about? He was asking me if I was the person he was talking to. Well, what number is it? You know, he kept just asking me questions, and I noticed he had a baseball bat. And you know, no, he was an old man, a little paranoid, I guess, but there's a reason why he was paranoid. Finally, after, you know, talking comics with him, and, you know, he was getting some information on me, He finally felt comfortable enough to let me in the house, and he just said, "Don't take it as a disrespect or anything, but you can never be too careful." And I was like, "No, cool, don't worry about it. I understand perfectly." And he started telling me a story about years ago, I guess when Craigslist was like in its early infant stages of Craigslist, that he had someone come to his house. It was, and at the time he lived in another state though, but he told me that he was selling old baseball cards. He had old baseball cards since he was a kid, and the person that he met on Craigslist that came to his house actually assaulted him and stole his shit. So I understand perfectly why he was the way he was. Okay, the next 3 books, no big deal. Just Silver Age and some early Bronze Age stuff, but I am a huge fan of Gil Kane. This is Green Lantern 75. Real happy to add. And like I said, I work on every run, guys. It doesn't matter. Green Lantern 74. Beautiful. All these are Gil Kane covers, and the Gil Kane actually did the insides. And Green Lantern number 61. So it's finally when he lets me in the house where he's comfortable enough. He got 4 long boxes sitting there. None of them are bagged or boarded. And after talking with him, he's a huge time collector. He started collecting in 1964. So I thought that was really cool. He was really knowledgeable. He was telling me stories of when he met Jack Kirby, Stan Lee. He's met a lot of these different like iconic artists, so I thought he met Gil Kane. He has an office with like pictures of him with like certain artists. I thought was real cool. Well, actually, he gave me before I even got started looking through the 4 boxes that he had out. He gave me a tour of his house. He has these weird like say this is the ceiling of his house. He has those arch ceilings. He has a shelf built out right here like this, and nothing but comic boxes on top. But you need a ladder to get to him, and he's a real old man, so he had one shelving of 30 long boxes in his master bedroom, and he had a spare bedroom with another 30 long boxes, and then in his master bedroom he had like an office. He has 2 long boxes of Silver Age Detective and Batman. He didn't let me go through any of those because what he wants to do is he says he wants to put everything on a spreadsheet, figure out what he has first before he goes any further. So the 4 long boxes were basically kind of junker books. So all these books you're about to see were from his junk collection, like his junk boxes. So like I said, it's going to get better, but trust me guys, try Craigslist. I'm not rubbing it in. I want everybody to find keys cheap. Beat a lot of, and I'm not saying every dealer's an asshole, but most of them are. Beat these guys to the punch. Get these collections before they do. Because it was funny, he also told me another story where he went to a local shop and he kind of gave an idea to the shop owner what he had. The guy said, regardless of what you have, I'm going to give you 10% of what your collection is worth. And this guy has a huge collection. He has Golden Age. He showed me actually a Detective Comics 41, and this son of a bitch was like a 6.065 copy. And he wants, I think, like $600-700 for it. But like I said, I spent a lot of money this past few months on shit. And then plus, I actually did go hunting with Chris Wednesday at Frank & Sons, and then I went Sunday to the Claremont Packing House. So, like I said, I try to be as cautious of spending as I can, but definitely probably in the next couple weeks, because I want to definitely go through the rest. He said give him some time and he'll hit me up, or I could just call him and set up something where I could go through the rest of the stuff, help him get it down. But this is Detective Comics 441, first appearance of Harvey Bullock. No big deal, but like I said, for a cheap price. Remember, guys, the whole stack of books I'm going to show you it cost me $200, and like I said, it's going to get better. Detective Comics 440, no big deal. Just I have a thing. I don't know. I believe this is Jim Aparo cover, but Jim Aparo don't get no love, man. I think Jim Aparo does a great Batman. Plus, the Bondage thing. Some reason I'm connected with Bondage, so I just something about Bondage, man. I just love it. Making me sound like a perv or something. But don't worry, it gets better. And like I said, these 2 books right here, I was real surprised. Oh, and the way he priced them. Well, let me get these books out first. Sandman #1. And John Constantine's Hellblazer #1. Real cool. And these are like near mint copies. Real happy to have these. Sorry about the glare. It's just my light and stuff. Just the way my kitchen, the sun is directly in here and stuff. But anyway, Sandman #1, Hellblazer 1. The way he priced this stuff, guys, I was kind of scared when I got there, because when we started talking, he knows his shit. He knows key issues. He knows first appearances. But he doesn't price by eBay, so that was a plus on my side. Real happy about that. And then he He does go by Overstreet, but the Overstreet guide he has is 2 years old. And I'm not saying that's a deal and everything, but I'm thinking like, you know, like last 2 years, whatever happened after, you know, those 2 years, like what got hot, that Overstreet wouldn't be up to date with what's going hot now, you know what I mean? So like that's a good thing, because I had a lot of books in the pile that I put back because in the Overstreet he had from 2 years ago, they were still pretty pricey. Like I had the Star Wars one. He wanted like $75 for it, and I already had it. I was just trying to see if I could get a deal on it and flip it. And I was like, I put that back. He had the Wolverine mini-series 1 through 4. And remember, these were in his junk boxes. 1 through 4. Near mint copies. He wanted $200 for the 4 issues. I was like, I put that back. I had Invaders one. For some reason, he showed me an Overstreet, like a very fine plus copy from 2 years ago. It was like a $40 book. There's no way in hell I'm paying that much for Invaders 1. And there was a few other books. Like, there was actually, he had an Iron Fist 14. I should have actually bought it. I might go back and buy it. But at the time, like I said, I just don't want to spend too much money right now. But it was he wanted $100 for it, but I honestly, guys, it had to be like a 9.0. So I think I definitely want to go back and get that. But like I said, these 2 books definitely are going to be up for sale. I'm going to sell some of these books, but like I said, every time I find a haul, like a Craigslist haul or some good deals, I give my friends first dibs first, and then after that, if anybody wants to hit me up and make me an offer, I don't trade. I'm just trying to make my money back. And like I said, I don't ask, you know, these outrageous prices, but I'm not going to undercut my shit either. I just want to make my money back. And like I said, guys, everything in this collection costs, or everything in this haul costs $200. I don't know what these books are currently going for, but I'm pretty sure for the pair I could probably get 50, especially in this condition. So definitely closer to getting me there, to making my money back. 2 other books I thought was real cool, and they weren't worth shit 2 years ago. That's what I was so happy about. I don't think they're worth really that much anymore, but they were hot for a while. But I think still like 20. I think for the pair maybe like $25. I think I could get for it. So that's Thor 337 and Thor 338, the first and second appearance of Beta Ray Bill. Never a big fan of the character anyway, so, and I already have these copies, so these 2 books will be up for sale also. And like I said, guys, hit me up, but like I said, you know, my friends, they come first and they get first dibs. No big deal on this one. This is a Luke Cage Hero for Hire number 9. I just like those battle covers, so real happy to have that one. And like I said, this is probably like a $5 book anyways. Marvel Spotlight on Star-Lord number 7. I believe this might be like an origin issue or his second appearance in comic book form besides the magazine form. So real happy to find that. But like, this ain't nothing. Like I said, guys, it's going to get better, trust me. And like I said, I'm not rubbing it in. Just guys, try Craigslist. And I don't know if I even mentioned it, but if every time I do Craigslist, it seems like I always seem to get a lot of hate. And that doesn't bother me. Like, thumbs downs, I could really care less. That doesn't bother me, you know. I mean, I once in a while get some smart-ass comment in the comment section. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the PMs. Like, you can say whatever you want about me, but I've had PMs talking about, you know, my wife, me dying. They want me to die. I'm lying. I'm ripping people off. And I'm not trying to rub it in, guys. And like I said, I just want... I don't know. Just tired of the shit. Just like I said, if anybody leaves me some fucked up PM message, you're definitely gonna have your message shown on my next video. I'll tell you that much. And I know some of the people that have left me messages like that, they do make videos, so I will call you out because I'm tired of this shit. But like, I'm just trying to help the rest of the community, show people that there are deals out there, and if you're willing to put in some of the effort and dealing with asshole after asshole on Craigslist or bullshit, and you know, it's worth it. Eventually you'll find something. You can't get mad at someone for finding a deal on Craigslist if you don't even try. So like I said, and I'm not saying most of my subscribers and viewers and most of my normal fan following, I guess you would call it, they've always supported me, and I really do appreciate it. And like I said, I'm just trying to find the best deals possible and show everybody in the community that there's deals out there to be made. And just don't give up. You just have to keep trying. They're still out there. Not everything is on eBay and all that. You guys have to go out there and put some legwork in. And like I said, don't give up after a couple of times. It'll take multiple times. Sorry about that little rant. And this one, God, man, I remember this a few months ago. I don't know, it may have been a little longer than that, but I don't have it, so this one's staying in the collection. Cat number 1. Don't ask me why. It was like maybe 5-6 months ago, man. There was a raw copy of this on eBay. It was a high grade, of course. This is more on probably like the mid grade area. There was a high grade raw of this a while back, man. I think it sold for like $400. But I don't know why. But anyway, I was just happy to have this, add this to my collection. So I was real excited about that one. One I was real happy, and he didn't even charge me for this one because it wasn't listed in Overstreet, or his Overstreet price guide. DC Spotlight number 1. This is the preview or the supposed first appearance of the Watchman. So real happy to find that one. And it's funny, I looked it up on eBay. I don't think there was any currently on eBay, but I looked up recently sold. It fluctuates. Now this ain't, you can see this one's starting to brown a little bit because he didn't have any of these in bags or board. But I seen they fluctuate so much. I seen one go up to like $44 and then some go as low as $15. But like I said, I was happy to find it because I know it is something hard, really hard to find. Another one, and this is probably, I forgot who told me. It was, one of my buddies on YouTube that told me about this. And I already have a copy of this, but this is a Shazam 25. This first appearance of Isis. She's supposedly going to be in the Shazam movie. So, like I said, I mean, shit, the way movies are dictating the current market of first appearances, man, if she's actually confirmed, or there's a trailer that shows her in the movie, this book's going to fucking skyrocket. And I don't know what it's currently going for. You can probably pick one up for $10-15 and probably high grade. So if you have a chance to get it, definitely get it. Like I said, this is my second copy, but I'm going to hold on to this one until something's confirmed. And if this book goes up, it's definitely going to be up for sale. I'm just going to hold on to it till something's actually confirmed. If not, oh well, it didn't cost me that much anyways. But this is Shazam 25, first appearance of Isis. And this is where it starts getting better, guys. And like I said, these were all considered in his junker box. DC Superstars number 17. This is the first appearance of Huntress. Really happy to have this. And this is another book, guys, I'm going to have up for sale. I already have a copy myself. Definitely going to try to make my money back and to pay for the big book at the end, basically. Because that's the majority of the cost for this whole 17 books right here. So, like I said, DC Superstars presents number 17, first appearance of Huntress. One I was real happy to find as well. Vengeance of Bane number 1. Of course, you all know, first appearance of Bane. I don't know what's currently going for now, but I know in this condition I could probably get $50 for it. So it's a real high grade copy. So real happy to add this one to the collection as well. Or not add it. I'm definitely going to sell it. So it's going to just get me closer to breaking even. Another one, super happy to find. Not in the best grade. I'll probably still give it like a VG minus. But Marvel Superheroes 13, first appearance of Carol Danvers. Real happy to have this one. And I know this book at one time was just out of range. But I mean, it just got carried away. But this is my second copy, and the copy I have is in better grade than this. This is definitely going on eBay. I currently checked what they're going for, or the ones that have recently sold. VG copy. There was a VG copy maybe a week or two ago that sold for about $45, $50. So if I do throw it on eBay, I'll probably put a buy now below that and just see, and put a best offer and just see what happens. Like I said, I'm not out to make a profit. I'm just out to break even and just basically pay for the books I am keeping. If that makes sense. One super happy to finally get. And it's funny too, I was about to pay for one I went to Frankensons this past Wednesday with my boy Chris, Spidey Fan 78 CT, and I was thinking about buying the one they had there. And it was a high grade copy too. Marvel Premiere 47, or first Scott Lang as Ant-Man. Super happy to finally get this, and the one I was thinking about buying at Frank's, it was high grade, but it was like $65. I just didn't feel comfortable spending that much for some reason. I ever since I did Craigslist, guys, or ever since I find a lot of stuff out in the wild for really good deals. There's certain books I always just have a feeling I'm just going to find. Like I have it's just, I don't know. I just think if I keep doing Craigslist, I'm going to find like big key, you know, every now and then a big key. I always have like I just have a good feeling all the time. Like that's why I pass up on a lot of books that I see at Frank's. A lot of times I'm like, eventually I'm going to find one on a Craigslist. I always do, you know. So, and a lot of people tell me, there's no chance you'll ever find certain books on. You know what? I found Action 252 on Craigslist. I found a lot of key books on Craigslist. And this last one, guys, this is the one that, like I said, not the best shape. This is Avengers #4. Don't need to even explain it. This is just, man, I'm just so happy to add this to my collection. This is a book, to be honest, guys, and I'm not like, I just get weary spending like, $800-900 on a book. I could afford it, like my wife always gives me the okay, but it's more on me. Like, if I spend that much, I'd rather just keep doing Craigslist and eventually run into something where I could buy multiple things, and that's what I do. But this is a book that, like I said, it's not, everything's firmly attached. It presents very well, in my opinion. And for what I paid for it, and like I said, guys, you can do the math, everything cost me $200 out the door. So you guys could already figure out, I didn't pay much for the base. I would just say, if I was just going to break it down, I paid $100 for this book. So I was real happy. And like I said, those books that I'm going to have for sale, definitely hit me up, guys. But like I said, my friends come first, and I'll definitely show the books that are going to leave my collection. Captain Marvel, or a Marvel feature, Marvel Superheroes 13, Vengeance of Bane, DC Superstar 17. I'll definitely put these together. Thor 337, 338, and Hellblazer 1, and Sandman #1. And that'll do it for my video, guys. I appreciate all the support. It really does mean a lot. And then, I don't do these videos for no recognition. I don't do these videos for like, subs and none of that. It don't matter to me. What I really did this video for, and this channel for, and it's already paid off, is the fact that I wanted to make videos to meet people through YouTube, and then, meet people that have a common interest, and I have done that. I got so many friends now through this YouTube community. It's so great. I mean, I talk Chris, John, Ira, James, Jackson, Mana Comics, all these guys are real cool guys. I'm just so glad that YouTube was able to kind of like connect all of us, and now we go hunting together and stuff like that. So I'm real happy about that. But like I said, these books that I just showed are all going to be for sale. And let me just show this again. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm just so glad to add this to the collection. And I'm so glad I could share it with all you guys. And I appreciate everything. And I have about 80 more books. And I'm going to probably split them up. But my videos will probably be a little bit more consistent now. Like I said, I had financial stuff going. We were going through some financial shit. And we're clear of all that now. We're starting to, be, everything's starting to be a little easier now, so I'm able to do a little bit more hunting. I definitely will start to get more videos out there for you guys. And like I said, thanks for watching. Shout out to all my boys on YouTube, like I said, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.